So the world doesn't care about you if you are ugly. And what do I mean by ugly? According to Business Insider, high cheekbones, fuller lips, big eyes, and a thin chin are associated with sexiness in women, whereas a big jaw and broad chin are preferred in men. Smooth skin, shiny hair, and facial symmetry are also key aspects of beauty. According to various studies, these provide measures of health, good genes, intelligence, and success. More often than not, the world rewards beauty. Yeah, I think everyone can agree. And also, just to start it off, the most important thing in life, at least for me, at least what I think is the most important thing in life, money. Better looking people make more money. Money acquires everything else in life. And if you are ugly, you have a much harder time getting money. Scientists identify 3 reasons why attractive people make more money. So it's already like in stone that attractive people make more money. This is an old from 2014. I got another one from 2018 that says they make 4% more money. Studies show that you're more likely to get hired if you look well groomed, that good looking people make 12% more money than less appealing folks, and that attractive real estate brokers bring in more money than less attractive peers. Psychologists call it the beauty premium. Essentially, the income gap between attractive and unattractive people is comparable to the gap between genders and ethnicities. So they make more money. Why? Physically attractive workers are wrongly considered more able by employers. We're inclined to pay people more depending on how they look. In one of Mobius and Rosenblatt's some fucking guy's experiments modeling the hiring process, would-be employees looking at photographs of would-be employees were ready to give 10.5% higher salaries to attractive people over unattractive people. Yeah, and to me, I mean, if I was like a business owner trying to hire someone, it does look like they have their life together. I'm not going to hire, unless the slob guy has way more credentials and he's much more suited for the job and his resume is amazing. If their resume is the same in comparison to the in shape person, I'm probably going to hire the in shape person because it looks like they have their life together. It looks like they're disciplined. If they have a task that needs to be done, they could do it. They're in control of their life. They're in control of their weight, which is like the easiest thing to control. I don't know how. I don't know how people can't control their weight. Which I know there are some people with really, really slow metabolism, so it's a lot harder. But that is the easiest thing to control is your weight. But you got to get it early before it gets out of control. Then it's uncontrollable once you balloon up. Number 2, physically attractive workers are more confident, and higher confidence increases wages. Experiments show that we consider attractive people as more sociable, dominant, sexually warm, mentally healthy, intelligent, and socially skilled. Yeah, they're way more confident. It's not even that we perceive them to be more confident. They're just more confident because they've been accepted throughout everything they've ever done in life. Everything they've done, whether it's hitting on girls, hitting on guys, if you're a girl, applying for something, you're more likely to get accepted if you're good looking because of the previous reason. They are just more confident because of that. They have not been beaten down by life. Attractive people have not been beaten down the way ugly people have been beaten down. And number 3, physically attractive workers have social skills that raise their wages when they interact with employers. Yeah, they absolutely have higher social skills because as you're growing up, when you're a kid and you go to school, if you're good looking, everyone's your friend. I don't know what happened to me. When I was a kid, I was really good looking. I was like the perfect little kid. Before I got out of control lanky and like grew too much, I grew too tall and my bones didn't grow. So I have like these tiny wrists. I have like tiny little wrists and this long skinny neck. Before I was all disproportionate, and when I was a kid, I was very proportionate. And when you're a good-looking kid, good-looking teen, I wasn't that good-looking as a teen, but when I'm a good-looking kid, everyone's your friend, and the girls like you. So you're talking to both sexes. You're talking to everyone. You're friends with everyone. You're like the king of the class. You're just talking to everybody. So your social skills develop immediately as a kid, as a good-looking kid, and then also you have like reinforcement from adults in your family, like, what a good looking kid, oh, you're going to be a movie star. You have all that shit. Good looking, it went away as I got older. I don't know what happened. But if that keeps going, if you're one of the lucky ones that you keep your looks throughout your entire life, especially in teenage years, if you stay good looking in teenage years, you're absolutely going to have amazing social skills because you're talking to everyone. You're just talking to everybody. An ugly person who's a hermit isn't talking to anybody. He's not even going to know how to talk to someone. Also, taller people get paid more. According to another study from Business Insider, a Swedish study of 1.3 million men found that men who run large companies are above average height at 183 centimeters or taller. Now, a local Australian research prepared by consumer industry and market research company Roy Morgan shows that men tend to earn more than if they are taller than average. As of June this year, Roy Morgan showed data shows that the average height of Australians age 14 or older is 170 centimeters. The average height of those who earn 200,000 or more is 176 centimeters. Those on incomes below 30,000 are under the population average at 168 centimeters. Among Australian women, the average height of those earning 40,000 to 49,999 is 163 centimeters. And you can read the rest. Yeah, and this is everywhere. This is all over the place. Taller people earn more money. I don't know. Again, I don't know what happened to me. I'm 6'3" and a half, and I make no money. Hold on. And I make no money. I don't know when my money's supposed to come. A psychologist told me, your money's going to come. Because I said, look, I'm tall. Why am I not getting paid more than average? Or even too average? I'm getting 40,000 here. I'm getting nothing. I'm getting paid in peanuts. They pay me in chocolate bars. And the guy told me, yeah, you'll get paid, just don't worry and wait. I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm a special case. I can't go by anecdotal evidence. I have to go by the total statistic. But taller people get paid more. I think they get treated better too. So now off the money, good-looking people get treated better. Females especially get treated better. Guys will bend over backwards for any woman over a 7. Anything that a good-looking girl asks for a guy to do, they just do it, especially if they're fools. A lot of guys are fools, and they think they're going to have sex with this girl, and this girl has been doing this her whole life and manipulating men. And good-looking people are more persuasive through sexuality, which I just said. But this is more than this is. They persuade everyone through the idea that that person is going to be able to bang them, especially women. Women can do everything. An attractive 10 can persuade any guy to do almost anything, as long as the guy believes that he's going to have sex with her, and the girl has no intention on having sex with that guy. Ugly girls have it the worst. Yeah, I think ugly girls have it the absolute worst. Guys in general have it worse as an average, but the reason ugly girls have it the worst, unless they get surgery, ugly girls can't get anything else that'll raise their value. An ugly guy has a chance to have a super high IQ, because guys have a higher chance of having higher IQs. All the highest IQ people in the world are guys. They have a higher chance of getting a high IQ. A girl doesn't have as high of a chance of getting a super high IQ. She's probably going to be around average intelligence. And if you're brutally ugly as a girl, you can't. It's not like you're going to make a ton of money, because you're not going to have that super high intelligence. You're probably not going to have that work. That genetically psychotic work drive that males have. You're not going to be able to raise your value. Your value is mostly on looks as a girl. So if you're an ugly girl, you're kind of screwed. I can't even imagine what brutally ugly girls have to go through. Although brutally ugly guys who have no other traits going for them have to go with the same thing. I just don't think it's as many of them. Yeah, every movie star is good looking. When you're good looking, people stare at you more. That's why every movie star is good looking, because people will stare at you more. I didn't get the stats for that. I should have got the stats for that. You might have to look that up yourself. But people are drawn to good-looking things, good-looking people, and they will stare at them for a longer period of time. That's why every movie star has to be good-looking, so that people retain their attention on the screen. Disney cartoons with main characters all have a positive canthal tilt. Canthal tilt is when the eye is in this. This is a positive canthal tilt when it goes up, and this is a negative canthal tilt, like sloth. This is bad looking. I have slight negative canthal tilt, isn't that bad, but this is more attractive, the positive canthal tilt. Every Disney character, if you notice, has a positive canthal tilt. All the princesses and princes, they drew them like that on purpose, for the previous reason that you'll stare at them more. And they have to be good. The princess should be good looking, so that's why they make it like that. I didn't learn about canthal tilts till I read about incels. The incels talked about that because they focus on looks so much. That's how I learned about that. The world doesn't even care about ugly things, like bugs. Every damn video I see on Facebook or YouTube of a cute thing has like 1 trillion likes, 1 trillion views. Girls like drooling over cute kittens. Meanwhile, you show them a bug. You show them a spricket, a cave cricket, and everyone freaks out. Meanwhile, a cave cricket is the most innocent thing. It nibbles on fabric. That's all it does. It's terrified of you. It'll break its own legs trying to jump away from you. It's the most innocent thing, yet we destroy them because they're just ugly mutants. Same thing with cockroaches. They're just disgusting. Meanwhile, a kitten will piss all over the place and shit all over the place. They should. If it was going by logic and no emotion, and not by looks, the kitten is worse than the spricket. But people don't even care about ugly things. Ugly things get screwed. And the best piece of evidence to know that ugly people, it's worse to be an ugly person compared to a good-looking person, is that brutally ugly people, gruesome goblins, they're usually the most miserable people because the world has treated them so bad. And they're usually the saddest, most miserable people because the world they just got screwed. They just got totally screwed. And good-looking people are usually happier. I mean, yeah, there are exceptions where good-looking people are bitches or assholes, but their lives are way better. Their lives are just better. And the suicide rate. You don't see the quarterback killing himself or shooting up a school. Okay, you see someone who hasn't had sex, who's an incel, who's probably brutally ugly, shooting up a school. Their lives are worse. It's just way worse. And then I read a bunch of comments online. People who lost weight, who were fat, and they lost weight, and they said people treated them differently. People treat them much better when you lose weight. I don't know. I've never been fat, so I don't know. But I've been bigger. I've been more muscular, and you do get more respect as a guy when you're more muscular compared to when you're skinny. When you're anorexic looking or malnourished looking like me, you don't get a whole lot of respect.